guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin and another day of a Cabinet of Curiosiprompts. That's hashtag Curiosiprompt. This is an art challenge hosted all this month, the month of March 2026, if you are watching in the future. I don't know. Hi, how's it going? I hope things got better. I really do. Well, I'm hosting it this month with my friend Tiff at AmethystRaven342. So check her out too, so you can see what she's making. There's a playlist in the description box below, so you can see what everybody else is making. There's a Pinterest board for inspiration. There's a link to my shop. There's also a link to my Patreon. I have one of those, and I have not pushed it in a while. Do not at me. I am doing it now. So at any rate, we're on day 21. That is the last day of the third week, a Cabinet of Curiosiprompts, and the prompt today is Lunation, which is a noun, which means the lunar cycle, especially new or full moon phases. So let's make some moon stuff, guys. I'm actually pretty excited for today's thing. We're gonna make a tag, because I've been making tags all this month. So is Tiff. That was not on purpose, but we both decided to make tags, so here we are. And I'm gonna softball this one, by using scrapbook paper. Actually, this is something I've been hoarding for a while, because you can see on the back there's all these cut-aparts, and don't want cut-aparts, but I do want this cool paper. So I have been sitting on that for quite a bit. Sorry, I'm looking for my glue. In fact, because we're using scrapbook paper, I'll use proper glue. That's fine. I'll use the proper glue. It's a bit heavier. I think the glue stick would have worked, but you know, better safe than sorry. I will say, I just got a bunch of test results back today, and they explain so much about what's been happening. I am extremely vitamin B deficient, which is not surprising, and I'm also super anemic, which I already knew. I knew about the anemia. I did not know about the B deficiency. But one of those side effects of being B vitamin deficient is massive brain fog, and I was like, that tracks. That really tracks. I've been having a hard time like stringing sentences together, let alone anything else, and yeah, I was kind of beating myself up, because I was like, what is wrong with you? You know, because I'm trying to talk to you guys in these videos, and I'm like, I don't know, words and stuff and things. And then, you know, just getting that result back was just the little bit of validation I needed to know that I wasn't losing my mind and going absolutely crazy. So, yeah. Good news is I just gotta take vitamins about it, hopefully. Hopefully. My doctor did imply when I saw her last time that I might need an injection or a blood transfusion, which I did not know was a treatment for anemia, but I guess so. I've been anemic my entire life, so it's not even like a surprising thing to me. It's just more pronounced lately, so, you know, we got some tests on it to see how bad it was. And in every way that you can possibly be anemic, I am. So, hooray! Definitely not an underachiever, but it has explained a lot. Ooh, I just threw it onto the floor. Let's see. Oh my god, my knees. 700 years old. 700-year-old knees. So yeah, hopefully, because I just started taking the supplements, I won't need a blood transfusion. That sounds wild to me. I've never heard of that. I have been very lightheaded and dizzy, which is a normal thing for me because I have messed up ears. So for me, it's like another day. It gets worse when the allergies are worse because my ears are all clogged up and stuff. Which is actually really fun. I guess it's not fun, but you know, like, it's just a state that I've become very accustomed to. So for me, it's a normal thing. For the girls I work with, startling and upsetting. So I have been surprising them with like sudden bouts of anemia, being like, woo, here we go. So like I was talking to one of the girls in the office the other day, and literally like I got up to go you know, get closer to her so I could talk to her, and I had to slide into a chair next to her because I was like, oh, we're dizzy and the room is moving, so time to sit. And she was like, oh my god, are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital? And I was like, girl, no, this is so unbelievably normal for me. You guys think that I just sort of float through here in like a way that isn't chaotic, which is really impressive for me, because I am bouncing off the walls and doing all sorts of stuff all day long. Like, for me, it's an obstacle course. But for them, it's always very surprising, and then, like, I know it's not a normal state of being, and it's just like one of those fun things about being chronically ill that, like, it's very normal for me, but I know it's not normal for everybody else. But it's always fun to just sort of watch people go through the stages of, like, surprise and shock and upset when they're like, oh my god, like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, nothing. This is just how my ears are. It turns out it's not just my ears, it's also my blood. Which I also knew, like, because, you know, like I said, I've been anemic my entire life. There's never been, like, a point in time I've gone to the doctor and been like, I have all the iron. You know, like, they're always like, oh, man, you gotta eat more leafy greens. Which, like, as a vegetarian, I be eating them, you guys. That's not the problem. I'm gonna cut some stuff out with a die. A die cut. Oh, the incredibly heavy machine. Didn't I grab the die? Was that something I imagined myself doing? Oh, I put it in the basket, which is not where they go. Yeah, no, it's fun. It has to be fun for me, otherwise it's miserable, right? Like, I have to have a good time with it. And I think I have the best time telling people about it. Yeah, I think that works. That'll be a good size. It's a little small, but I don't want it to stick out the edges of the tag either. So I need some cardstock, which I will now have to cut down because it's too wide. So yeah, I guess that's just kind of a little sneak peek as to what I have been dealing with on the regular, but also outside of here. But it was nice to get like a test to verify that in fact I am not just regular dizzy, I am extra dizzy. But it's okay. I haven't had like any super major incidents. You know, like falling out. I'm fairly aware of myself as I move, like I'm very present in my body, so do not worry, because when I'm careening to one side, I am aware and already sort of course correcting or preparing for that. But I've always had that kind of issue. I get vertigo a fair bit because of my ears. So, you know, there's the thing. I used to have like tubes in as a kid, but that didn't work. They took those out. And I have to go back and see a specialist because that's my entire life now, is just one specialist after the other. And see what else can be done about my ears. But honestly, because it's allergy related, it's not much unless like I can get a better allergy treatment plan from an allergist, or move, which is becoming rapidly the solution to what's going on here, because okay, so part of me wonders if I shouldn't have tossed that paper away. Thankfully it wasn't far. Like, I kind of wanna, you know? Where's my proper scissors? Oh, and somebody had asked me on the what's it called? You have the list right here in front of your face. On the Synodic day, how I cut my circles out so perfectly. I didn't. I used my die cut machine. I don't cut anything out perfectly, especially with a pair of scissors. Much better doing straight lines with a straight razor, but not with scissors. In fact, I remember being in home ec in high school, and for whatever reason, our teacher was a sadist. No, she was really sweet, but she used to have us do these things that was like cut a straight line, sew a straight line, sew in circles, and that kind of thing. But like, I remember having to do the cut one and having to do it over and over again, because we would do it and then walk up to her and she'd be like, nope, do it again, and then send us back with a clean paper to like cut on the line. And I was like, I'm never gonna get this. I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life. Eventually I think I got like her passing, but it was like, you know, she wasn't happy about it. She was just like, good enough. And so, yeah, we came to an understanding, I think, at some point, eventually. Yes. But it's never been a skill of mine. Although, I will say, sewing the circle, I got that right the first time. I did not have to go back and do it again. I did it right the first time. So I can sew in circles like nobody's business. Can't cut a straight line. So, you know, everybody has a skill. Those are mine. Okay. And then, if you were my 1-inch circle punch, I'm going to see the corner punch. Did I not bring it over here? Is that why I do not see it? One moment, please. Okay, it fell behind the desk. That's where it went. I did bring it with me. So, let me think. What I would like to do, you know, is cut a spot. The question is, I should cut it here, like up against the side, because it's going to be in my little window. But also I need to be able to touch this. So yes, it should be fairly far over. I'll have to put a tab on this, I think. Aha. Okay. And then thoughts and feelings and things and stuff. What is this? Nope. Yep. Okay. Before I forget that it needs a tab. You know, like a little tab. Because I'm making a little wheel thing on my jig. It's actually kind of funny because Written in the Crafts did something very similar, and I had that written down for my idea for this day, so I was like, oh no, you have to change your entire prompt and do something different. But then I was like, no, you don't. You can do your own thing. It's totally fine for two crafters to share the same idea. No one cares. And, well, here we are. Okay, so let's see. I suppose this doesn't have to go on it right now. That would actually be more difficult. So what I'm gonna do I have a compass? No. I mean, I think I do, but I'm gonna make some marks is what I'm thinking. And I'm probably going to make some errors, is also what I'm thinking. So let me first of all do it on the back. And a quarter, so that's 1 1/2, one, and 1 more eighth. And then do it on the other way. Half, 1 1/8. It's not quite even. This could be very tricky. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to break this up into 8 little pieces. And then hopefully, I think I'm making my hole too big. Hopefully I can make it work. Oh, that is too high. Also, I'm just now realizing that as I am drawing these pencil marks in, this is now the front, whether I want it to be or not, because I need these marks. I'm not doing myself any favors here either. Also, I might be overthinking this. I did this for a Grimoire page on my Patreon, and while I had a degree of difficulty, it was not nearly this difficult. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I might be overthinking it. But I want it to work. You know, because I want it to be here and separated and all the stuff and things and stuff. So, hold that thought. Okay, so I went to go look for this roll of sticker moons that I had. I have like all the moon phases and everything on it, and I cannot find it, which is ironic because it has been sitting on my desk for since the beginning of time. And then I changed desk, and so I was like, okay, go back to the original desk and you'll find it right there. Incorrect. The answer is wrong. No, it has disappeared now, which is so funny because it used to get in my way all the time, and I used to get really annoyed about like why I'm keeping it on my desk if it's always in my way. And then, yeah. Now I can't find it. So, we have to make a choice. And the choice is paint out the entire moon phases by hand, which is also fine, or something else. Making myself very angry that I do not have my whatchamacallit, embossing pen, because I swished it to pieces and now I need a new one. So I gotta think. Okay, so I'm back. I cut out 8 of the tiniest circles out of that circle die set I could find. We're just gonna make our own tiny moons and moon phases. It's fine. I got a silver brush marker, but I don't know how it's gonna show up on here, so we're gonna experiment by doing the outline. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be perfect. Oh, and I forgot to reconnect my microphone. Hold on. I was charging my phone. Okay. Hopefully that is correct. I did plug it in. I didn't trust it. I got a little concerned because I didn't see the little pop-up that says that you're recording with your microphone. So I guess we'll find out. Roll the dice. Yeehaw. Yippee-ki-yay and all that. So, this one's pretty nice. So I'm going to save that one. This one is also very nice. I'm looking for the one that's like less circly, because I don't know why, but this one, like, I guess the other dies cut that way too, and I just don't notice it as much. But you know, it's got like fingers, my fingers. Focus on the thing right in front of you, right there. This thing. Really, can you see? It's like it's got a little lip. So I'm gonna use the other side because I feel like the roundedness is better on this side. But some of them are a little smooshed from the cutting process, I guess. like this one, so I'm gonna just go ahead and paint this one entirely silver for the full moon. So, ugh, it's on my fingers. Okay, and then for the new moon, I'm just gonna paint the border as carefully as I can. It's not going to be perfect because we just talked about how I can't cut a straight line. So definitely can't paint one suspended in air with a wonky wrist either. Not that I was really good about straight lines before. I'm not going to try to claim that I was. But there is our new moon. And then we need 2 halves. So I'm going to attempt to do that. Mostly. This is getting crazier. They're so small. Who did this? Priscilla, you did this. And then we're gonna go with some gibbous. And another gibbous. And then we're gonna attempt to paint a crescent moon on the other ones. That's not so bad. We did that. Okay, one more time. Less confident that time, but you did it. Okay, so these need to dry and then we can stick them down. That's gonna be fun. But I'll be right back. Okay, so that was fun. I immediately blew them all over the ends of the earth. And then came back with my tweezers, and they still had the sticky stuff on it from the Maleficent day, so everything got sticky. It was a fun experience for everybody, myself included. Okay, so we're going to stick down. We're going to stick down our new one. I don't know, I put my tweezers away like these aren't the tiniest, fussiest, most horriblest things I've ever seen. So we're going to stick our new moon down. I'm aware that there is a lip here. So I'm just going to kind of check and see. That's pretty dang good for where I want it to be. And then we're going to find the full moon and stick it down opposite. And again, I'm just eyeballing it, trying to make sure that they're all, you know, semi-equidistant. We have a lot of space to work with, so again, like, I'm not worried it'll be in there. Okay, so starting this way, because that is the way that I know, we're going to get our gibbous and our other gibbous. Okay. So, reverse. Because the moon is a doctor, so it makes a D shape as it's filling. And then an O when it's full, and then a C when it's waning. So the moon side will go in the shape of the letter. Right? D. Yes. No. There we go. C. There we go. We got it. We got it. We had to visualize in order to actualize. Okay. And then we get our halves. But I just realized I did this upright. I mean, I should be doing it in the direction. Oh well. We're just gonna continue on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just as long as they match. Okay. last one. Okay, and then we're going to get our proper eraser and erase away the pencil lines. Ugh, ugh. Stop it. Didn't your mother raise you better? A tree wouldn't bend like this, unless it was the wind or very scraggly. Okay, so once we get those out of here, I mean, they'll still kind of be there, but it's fine. Stop it. We got our little moon phases. I did go ahead and get my little letter thing together so it would stamp out phase, because we're doing moon phases. I did want it to say phases, but that won't fit. So we're going to ink this up. And then I want to make sure that I get these other little letters, because they always catch. And this is Antique Brilliance in Moonlight White, which is a pearlescent white. And then we're just going to line this up. Stamp. It says phase. Pop this on the back as our tab. Probably shouldn't have stuck my finger on it. And then I need a brad. I didn't even think that far ahead. Do I have a silver star? I have those gold stars from Grabby. But gold wouldn't really fit here. Everything is silvery. Well. What an interesting predicament I find myself in. So I could use just a little tiny silver dot. I wanted to use the star. I do have a tiny silver die, which will probably look better on the grand scheme of things. I was going to say we could emboss the star silver, which is an option as well. Crud everywhere. Little, oh, that's what it is. It's a little eraser guts. Okay. So where's my pokey tool? It is, yes, exactly where it should be. So we're going to line our circles. Make sure that they're lined up. And see, that's why we poked the hole previously, so that we wouldn't have to struggle to find the center again. And then we're going to drop our little brad in there. The teeniest, tiniest little bradliest brad. And then there we go. And we got our little moon phases in Le Moon. Look at that. To my greatest annoyance, it is not perfectly aligned, or it's not perfectly centered is what it is. So how do I fix it? I force it. And then hopefully, no, we're just gonna have to accept that this is how it looks, because I don't want to spend my time fussing and trimming it down trying to make it work. So I'm gonna bring our tag back in. Also, I smudged this all to heck. I forget how long it takes that the Brilliance ink to dry, and I smudged it all with my fingers. I should have dried it with my heat tool. So we're gonna get glue down. I just realized that this is the part that's gonna move, so that's the part that needs the tab. It's fine. I'm glad that I realized it now before I glued everything. because this is the part that's going to stick down. So we're just going to keep going. It's fine. You don't want to put glue on your brad. I'm sure you guys watching were like, oh, Priscilla, no, that is incorrect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is trim this up a little bit and get it in here, and then this will move. Which, like, at that point I should have probably put the full moon up top, but like, I know what they are. And that's kind of all that matters. There we go. Okay, I like it. Is it perfect? No. Am I happy with it? Yes. That's all that matters. That is Lunation. Let me get you guys a little closer so you can see our little guy here moving through the phases of the moon. So fun. Ooh, that one almost didn't make the cut. Ooh, I love it. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Come back tomorrow, see what we do for the next episode, the next edition of A Cabinet of Curiosiprompts. Make sure you check out Tiff, see what she's doing over there on her channel, at AmethystRaven342, and then check out the playlist, see what everybody else is doing. Until then, guys, I appreciate your faces. Happy crafting, and goodbye!